So tonight is the night before surgery. Today was a mixed emotion day. I woke up this morning and my daughter Jerry had sent me a voice note from Muscat, Oman, which cheered me up no end. And then two of my friends in South Africa, Destiny and Chicken, they sent me their best and their prayers. And then we started to run. We had so much to do. I had to get the living will notarized. From there we had to get food for myself and of course for Matt, because we now on different menus. And then from there I had to go to the doctors to drop off the living will, and then last but not least went past the Board of Education because I had to give permission for my fingerprints and background check for another year of work, another 5 years, beg your pardon, of work at the school. But I still haven't heard from them. They said an email would be coming and it should have arrived tonight. It hasn't, so I'm going into tomorrow very apprehensive about my future and apprehensive about the surgery. So that's where I am at the moment. As the day has worn on, I've become a lot more anxious. I don't want to say it's oh poor pitiful me, but I'm starting to feel very sorry for myself. But Matt has tried to humor me and make me laugh, but unfortunately when I'm this low I find everything an irritation, and it's not him at all, it's the way I am, the way I'm built. So I am facing tomorrow with great trepidation. I start my nil per mouth now, and I'm not allowed to have anything until after surgery tomorrow. So if all goes well, it will be a 2-hour surgery. If not, it will be 4 hours. So it'll be a long period before I'm able to drink anything or eat anything. And I'm very irritable when I'm hungry. So I feel very sorry for Matt tomorrow. But I also wanted to thank everybody who's reached out and wished me well. From friends I made in Madison, here in Tennessee, to my new friends that I've made here in Hartsville, people overseas. So yes, a mixed emotion day.
Now this is a little bit of a late night for you. It's 10 o'clock. Does your lack of sleep have anything to do with being anxious for tomorrow?
Oh yeah, it all plays into it. When I'm tired and I'm hungry, and all of that plays into it. So yeah, I've been doing a bit of research about what happens after surgery and how long I'll be out for. But nothing's fixed in stone because I don't know how quickly I'm going to heal. Although I am a very healthy specimen at my age, I'm hoping that I will be able to get up and run as soon as possible. We'll see how it goes.
Now, in the past 7 years since you lived here, nearly all 7 years we've been married, you've been on the other end of surgery 3 times. How does it feel being on this end?
Not good, because as you know, I'm fiercely independent. I like to do things myself. I've got certain ways of doing it. I'm a stickler for detail and the way that I like things done, which is possibly a control issue. I realize I am very controlling, but it's the way I create order and organization to help both Matt and myself.
So, do you find that, I guess what I was asking is, which side is more nerve-wracking? Being the driver and the one who's going to take care of the patient, or being the patient? Which is more nerve-wracking to you?
I think being the patient, because you can't control what's happening to your body and to your emotions. You try and rein them in, but it's a overwhelming force. And there's times I think, oh, this is going to be a breeze, and I can feel people's prayers working for me. And then there's times that I just think, my God, what happens if things go wrong and I don't make it through this surgery? So it leaves a very big question mark. I don't like not to feel that I can control the situation. Whereas when I'm on the other side of a surgery, I know what my duties are. I know I have to get you to hospital. I know that I have to make you comfortable. I know that, there's certain things that I know that I have to do in order to keep you calm, you healthy, you mending and healing. This side of it is not pleasant. Not pleasant at all.
Now we're going to do one more video tomorrow morning before we head to the hospital. And then that's going to wrap up the lead up into the surgery. Then after tomorrow's video, the next video that will be uploaded is going to be your road to recovery.
Mm-hmm.
What are you thinking now that the whole road to surgery is about to turn off to a dead end, and you're going to start the road to recovery? What's going through your mind now?
I would like it to start as quickly as possible. I'd like this part, the anxiety, the not knowing what's going on, to come to an end as quickly as possible. And I look forward to the healing process, because that I can control. I can push myself, I can make sure that I'm healthy, and I can move forward. That's, to me, better, because the lead up is, I don't know, I feel like I'm a fish out of water, that I'm flopping around all over the show. I hate being like this. Whereas on the other side of it, I'm hoping I'll be more in control of my healing, where I see myself. And when I start healing and I can see progress, then the sky's the limit. Then I can, then I know that things are going to get better. Definitely get better. But right now, everything's up in the air. It's like you've thrown your marbles up in the air and they're just suspended. You don't know where they're going to land. So, yeah, not nice. But, having said that, I am very surprised at the love that I've received from so many people, and the well wishes and the prayers. I'm also surprised at our medical insurance and all the resources they have to offer, specifically through the surgery and afterwards, the 24-hour care that they offer. It's actually amazing. And if I think back to South Africa, you would just walk into a hospital, have your procedure, and be left to your own devices to heal. Very different. I'd say America is more trauma-informed and more based around care than the South African medical system, whereas they're just in and out. And I think it's because of the high rate of crime that people have just become a number. So it's get you in, fix you up, get you out for the next one to come in. Whereas here, I feel very much that your practitioners care, that you have a whole host of resources available to you 24/7. I know I'm repeating myself, I'm sorry, but I am impressed with the services offered.
As far as repeating yourself, I look at it, you're just being consistent.
So now what I'm going to do, I have to have a shower with that horrible surgical scrub, and tomorrow morning when I wake up I have to go through that whole rigmarole again. So I'll be absolutely germ free, and we should be heading off at about 10 tomorrow morning.
Between 10 and 10:30 tomorrow morning, yeah.
Because we're hitting Nashville traffic and we really don't know what it's going to be like. But we will chat again tomorrow morning. Just the last thing I'd like to mention is I truly hope that someone who is going through the same thing as I am is benefiting from my diary. That I'm not just doing it for the sake of doing it, that someone can truly gain some insight and understand what a hot mess you are before you go in, and steps you can take to avoid situations that make you become overwhelmed. The best thing I would say is that you have someone in your corner like Matt, and you have friends who are constantly calling. I don't know if people realize how much those phone calls and those messages actually mean. The constant reaching out and how are you, what are you feeling, is fantastic. So if you know of anyone who is going through a health crisis, I would really strongly urge you to reach out to them and share the video maybe. Perhaps they would gain some insight, but just show them love. It's very important. Until tomorrow morning, thank you for listening.